All right, what's up, guys? Happy New Year. Welcome back. We're going to start off on our feet. Real simple game. We've played this a bunch before. If one person's going to start with any kind of 2-on-1 grip that you'd like. Two hands on one of theirs, or two hands on one of their arms, okay? So it could look like this, it could look like this, it could look like this, like this. I don't care. Get creative with it, okay? My job, first and foremost, is just going to be to maintain connections. Try to stay close, and I want you to focus on keeping your head inside or between their head and their shoulder, right? And their neck or wherever. But just look to keep your head somewhere in here, okay? Whatever position you decide to grab, look to try to keep that connection. To win, I want you to wrap your hands around their body, whether you're behind them or whether you're in front of them, okay? If you can do that, that's a win for you, all right? As the defending player, all I need you to do is strip any connections and just get to a neutral situation. Just standing across from each other, or actually, yeah, I want you to complete disconnection and just face the other person. If that happens, Dom's gonna switch, he's gonna get whatever 2-on-1 he'd like, and then we'll flip-flop from there.
So we got some live footage of the guys playing the games. I didn't zoom in on anyone in particular, so this counter is kind of everybody in the room, at least of what I was able to see. There was a lot going on, and definitely interesting watching this back. Some feedback I need to work on. This is good data. All in all, I mean, you could already see the defense wins counter going up faster than the offensive wins counter. So that's going to stay true for the rest of this video. Where the defensive players, so the people that are trying to disconnect, are having a much easier time than the offensive players, which in and of itself isn't a bad thing, but my intention for this game was to work on the offensive player's ability to make connections into the other person's body, right? So via a body lock or whatever you want to call it, but just wrapping up the body. Now, I can look at this a few different ways, and I'm just recording this live. I'm watching it live and recording it. I can look at this a few different ways, which is the game itself is flawed, or the students don't possess a skill necessary yet. And the way to go as a coach is definitely always to blame the students. It's never your fault today. And I got to look at, okay, what skills are not available in the room, and or how did I create this task or this constraint, and why isn't it producing the outcome that I was looking for? So the outcome I was looking for, again, is working on the offensive player to make connections around the whole body with their arms. Okay. Now, a good thing is it seems like we have some good defensive defensive awareness near disconnecting and separating. That's really good. But that also could be because our offense isn't that great, right? So we got to look at it. There's a few explanations that could be happening here. One thing on the game side of things immediately, right, is I said that they had to wrap their hands around the body. But I'm watching people play, especially Kevin and Pete over here on the left side of your screen, and they're getting right there. You just did it again. They're getting in on the legs, and I didn't make that a win condition. Maybe I should have. Maybe that would have been a good win condition for the offensive player to get a better chance to get to the body. One of the other things that I'm seeing, especially with some of our newer people in the room, kind of towards the back of this video, there's a gentleman that's only been training for maybe like 5 classes total. He's having a hard time later on in this video, particularly with people getting behind him. So I gave a cue in the beginning with talking about keeping your head in between their head and their shoulder, kind of on their neck, which is good positioning. It's good head positioning, maintaining control of the inside of their head and their neck, kind of that pit right there. That's really good. But one of the other things about this is when you make a 2-on-1 grip is generally anytime you can get behind your opponent, that's also a good thing. And I see that a lot of people are electing for different grips, and I did give that cue. I was like, take whatever grip you want. But maybe I should emphasize more that let's look to get behind the arm and then look to wrap up a body lock. That might be a little bit easier than staying in front. So Pete on the left, just right there, just hit it. They're still fighting a little bit, but yeah, Pete was able to get behind him and then find success. So that might be what the cue is for the guys going forward. I'm not entirely sure. If you have an idea, why don't you pause the video and leave a comment below and let me know, what do you think the appropriate response to all of this should be, or what the appropriate correction. I hate to use that word correction, but how can I evolve the game? How can I evolve the task, or the the focus, the attention focus? What can I say to elicit a different skill response? Those are the main things I'm working on, or thinking about anyways. So it could be kind of twofold, which is try to get behind their arm on offense. And then on defense, don't let them get behind your arm. You can see it in the back right now, just straight back. I don't have my pointer out, but right in the center back of the room. Jeff is able to get behind him and connect. One of the things to note right there too, if you're playing this game on your own, on the left there, Pete just fell to the ground. Just reset. Game's not meant to take people down yet, and not a big deal if you fall. Just get back up and reset. All right, guys, tell me what you think. That's the episode for today. Something a little different. Let me know if you like the counter. If the sound effects are annoying, anything. The counter, funny enough, took me a long time to do. So if you guys don't like it, let me know. But I actually think it's really good. I think it's good data. The final count right there being 49 defensive wins and 18 offensive wins. So, and I'm sure I missed some in there. If you feel like you want to go back and figure out how many offensive wins you see and defensive wins you see, please be my guest. I know I didn't count them all. Nicholas and Christopher in the right corner over there were off screen. So I did my best to look at them in the mirror, but I figured, you know what, let's just not go crazy with this. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you like this content. I'll do some more of this in the future. If you're still listening, give me a thumbs up in the comment. All right, bye.